Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Kimberly and I'm the owner of Confessions of a Deaf Girl. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the top 5 features of the new Advanced Bionics Marvel Cochlear Implant that I am most excited about. For those of you who don't know, I am in the process of upgrading my current Cochlear implant to the Marvels. I ordered them about 2 months ago and they are still in process, have not been shipped yet. They've been saying that the delay has been due to the purple one that I ordered. So still waiting to get the parts in to ship that. But I'm really looking forward to that. I think the purple one looks really cool. So I'm really excited about these new colors and I'm going to continue to wait for them rather than change the colors out, and just hope and pray every day that I get that email that says, hey, they've been shipped, so that I can look forward to them and schedule my appointment with Jefferson to program them soon. So the first new feature that I am the most excited about, I think this is going to be my favorite feature by far, is the Bluetooth streaming. My current cochlear implants, which are the Advanced Bionics Naida Q90s, do not currently have any. I currently wear Advanced Bionics Naida Q90s and they do not have any Bluetooth streaming capabilities. They do sell a tool called the Connect, I believe, which does allow for streaming, but it's a very expensive tool that is not covered by insurance and was not part of my original package when I ordered my cochlear implants for the different accessories. So I couldn't use any of my points originally for it. Otherwise, I might have, because I think that this is just a great idea. It will allow me to stream music, my laptop, meetings, phone calls. Anything that has Bluetooth connectivity can be streamed directly in my cochlear implants, and that is just mind-blowing to me. I am so excited about this feature. I think that I'm going to be one of those people that is streaming constantly listening to music. I am totally going to be that person that pretends to listen to people in conversation, but is really listening to music. Just going to tell you guys that right off the get-go. I'm going to tune all of you guys out and ignore everybody to listen to my music once I get these. So don't be surprised when I have no idea what you're saying to me. On a more serious note though, the Bluetooth is going to be amazing for taking phone calls, different kinds of virtual meetings. I think I mentioned in a previous video, I've been working from home for over a year now. The soonest I'll be back in the office isn't until June, and even that is very much still up in the air and probably not actually going to happen. I don't think with my current job that I'll ever be back in the office full time. So I think that there's going to be a lot more Microsoft Teams meetings, Zoom meetings, and I think that the streaming is going to be extremely beneficial for me. Currently, when I have a meeting, I just stream it through my computer speakers. I don't use any kind of headphones usually, and I don't use my cell phone a whole lot as an actual phone. I hate taking phone calls because my choices are usually to either put it on speakerphone where everybody can hear it and it's pretty annoying, or I can hold it up to my ear, which doesn't sound like too big of a deal. But if you're talking to somebody for over an hour, you don't really want to have to hold your phone the whole time. I know this makes me sound extremely lazy, but my hand gets tired after so long. And I don't really like using headphones unless I absolutely have to, because the headphones plus my cochlear implants, it can just be a real hassle. It gets tangled in my cochlears and the little wires, and it's just very uncomfortable. So I just don't really like to use the headphones a whole lot. And also I notice when I travel with my cochlear implants, if I'm listening to headphones or earbuds or anything like that, the music tends to cut out. This was especially a problem when I would take SEPTA or PACO trains. If they didn't have like Wi-Fi or something, then the sound would completely cut out and I wouldn't be able to hear my phone or the music or anything I was playing anyway. I would just hear all the sounds on the train, or the connection would be lost. Now, my hope with the new Marvel cochlear implant that will be streaming directly to my ear is that I can just stream it and it will never cut out, and it will also overshadow like the environmental sounds, and I'll just hear directly through my ears. I've heard people that already have the new Marvels that the streaming is absolutely amazing and that it doesn't cut out at all. There's no delay. It's just a very seamless experience. So I'm really, really excited about this, and I'm hopeful, and I really hope that this meets all my expectations and exceeds my needs. The second new feature that I'm most excited about with Advanced Bionics' new Marvel Cochlear Implant is the Active Lifestyle Kits. Now, the Active Lifestyle Kits are actually an accessory, so this is something that I use my points for each of my ear to get one for each ear. I know some people prefer the Roger pen or some of the other accessories like the TV Connect, but I really didn't need any of those accessories. I've never used or needed the Roger Select, the TV Connect, or anything like that in the past. So I was told with the new ones I really wouldn't need it, especially if I've never needed it in the past. So for me, the Active Lifestyle Kit made the most sense. So what is the Active Lifestyle Kit? The Active Lifestyle Kit is going to take the place of the previous model's Aqua Case. Now the Aqua Case was a tool, which I have right here. And this tool you could use to put your cochlears in, and it would make it completely waterproof. Now, they say it makes it completely waterproof. The only problem is I noticed that it takes these rings inside, and these rings need to be replaced after so many times. And they are almost impossible to get in correctly. Like, this looks like it's in correctly, but I'm not entirely sure. Because I noticed when I used it, sometimes water was still getting in. Fortunately, I was able to put it in my dryer right away after I went swimming and knew that it got wet and everything was fine. But it still made me a little uneasy about it. And after that, I stopped wearing it in the pool and in the ocean. I like the Aqua Case in the sense that it protects my cochlears from the rain, from the moisture, from anything that would get it wet. But it's not the greatest design. I think that the best Aqua Case is actually the one that's designed by Cochlear, because Cochlear actually has like a waterproof sleeve that goes directly on your processor. So with the Cochlear design, it has like this plastic case that just goes all over the actual cochlear. And it's not big or bulky or anything like that. There's no giant box. And I mean, I don't have Cochlear, obviously. I have Advanced Bionics. And once you have one brand, you can't really switch to the other unless you want to get re-implanted and go through the whole process again, which I don't know about you, but I definitely never ever want to have to do that. But I wish that Advanced Bionics would come out with something more along those lines. But the thing with the Active Lifestyle Kit is I think it's going to be a big improvement over the current Aqua Case. Because you see the size of the current Aqua Case right here. It's a little big. I wear the clip on my shoulder, so my hair is going to get in the way right now, but let me move that. So it clips on my shoulder, and then it just kind of looks like this. So you can see it's kind of big, it's kind of bulky. When I wear it to the gym, it gets in the way, and the headpiece falls off a lot. It can just be a little bit annoying to wear. Well, the current Aqua Case, from what I've seen from people that have already gotten it and posted it on some of the Facebook groups, is that it's going to be about half the size. It's probably going to be about like that big. And what's great with the new Active Lifestyle Kit is that it actually has a built-in waterproof battery. So when I use this one, I always have to carry this tiny battery here with me. And I don't usually wear this battery on a day-to-day basis because it doesn't last very long. I think that they're meant to only last about 6 hours total, but because mine are old, I don't get nearly that much out of it. I think the most that I get out of it is 2 hours now, which is like nothing. So of course, I don't want to wear that on a day-to-day basis because I would just have to change it after a couple hours anyway. And I don't always remember to carry that with me. So that's a little bit annoying. Always have to remember that if I want to use the aqua case. Like, I always have to carry that with me when I go to the gym, or if I'm working out, or going to be outdoors, or in the rain, or something along those lines. It's not a huge deal to remember that, but it's still, it's just a little annoying, if you know what I mean. So I like that with the new Active Lifestyle kit, I won't ever have to worry about what size battery I'm using, because it's already going to be built in there. And being the smaller size, more lightweight, I think it's going to be more comfortable, but the headpiece is going to be a lot thinner. So if you see the headpiece on my current Cochlears, it might be a little hard to see like how thick it is in the video, but I was told that the new Cochlears for both the aqua case and the actual like processor itself and like for everyday use, the headpiece is probably going to be about half as thick. So I'm hoping that that will mean it will stay better on my head, especially as I wear it working out. And that leads me to the third thing I'm most excited about with the new Advanced Bionics Marvel Cochlear Implants. The new Advanced Bionics Marvel Cochlear Implants will have a new shape, and they'll also be a little bit smaller. So this is what my current Q90s look like. See the size and the shape. This is a large battery. And one thing that really stands out to me is if you see this, it has like that square, the rectangle square shape. And it doesn't fit perfectly on your ear. So if you see, like I put it on my ear here, it hangs down a lot. It doesn't match the shape of my ear. Well, the new Advanced Bionics Marvel Cochlear implants are designed to be a better, more secure fit to your ear. They actually have a curved shape, so it will curve directly like how my ear does, instead of being the rectangular, square, boxy shape. It's supposed to be more comfortable, and it's supposed to not fall off your ear as easily. Now, I know I keep referring to my new Cochlear implants as being Advanced Bionics Marvel. That's technically correct, but they actually have two different versions. They have the Marvel Naidas, and they have the Marvel Sky. The Marvel Naidas are the adult version, and the Sky are the one for kids. They are pretty much the same, except that the one for kids have more settings and more colors. I chose the Sky, which are the one for kids, because I wanted the cooler colors. I wanted to get the purple and the red. That was really important to me. I think that is your choice what you want to do for your colors. I know that some people prefer ones that blend in with their hair, but that just is not me. I was born to stand out, and I am very proud of my Cochlear implant, and I'm not ashamed of my hearing loss or my deafness at all. I want to tell everybody about it, hence me having this YouTube channel and creating these videos. So I chose the Marvel Sky so that I have the colors that stand out, and so people will see them and ask me about them. Since I chose the Marvel Sky for kids, I had some options for the features and the different accessories that kids receive with their Cochlear implants. And one of these accessories, it was free for me to order, so I ordered it because it didn't cost me any of my points or anything like that for the accessories when I filled out the form, is called the Snuggie. Now the Snuggie it looks like kind of like a rubber band from what I've seen in the pictures, and it's just meant to kind of like hold on to your processor and tie it to your ear, I believe, and it will keep it more secure. So I'm really excited to try that and to see if that, combined with the new size and shape of the new Advanced Bionics Marvel processors, will help it to fit better and to stay on my head and on my ear better, especially if I'm like laying down or moving my head around a lot. Because I notice like if I'm leaning back or like leaning my head on the side, it tends to fall off more. Back when I went to my dentist for like my teeth cleanings each year, they would fall off a lot just sitting back in a chair. So I'm curious to see like if with the Snuggie, the new fit, and everything like that, if that helps it to not only be more comfortable but to fit better. The fourth thing that I'm looking most forward to is better battery life. I ordered the medium and the large size batteries. Originally, I was thinking I would just want all large batteries because I don't like to have to stop and change my batteries all the time. And before COVID, I would be out and about a lot. I had a 3-hour commute each day to work, and I just wasn't always home, so I liked having a longer battery life in the event, like say I forgot to bring my extra batteries, which I almost always have my extra batteries with me just to be on the safe side, but there are those times when I do forget it, and it does cause a lot of anxiety, like, oh my gosh, is my battery going to last all day? Is going to have to be deaf for part of my commute or until I get home? Or am I going to have to stop at home to get more batteries? I like that with the new Cochlears, I was told the batteries would last significantly longer. I changed my order because I heard people with the medium batteries were getting at least 18 hours or more each day. So I figured if I could get by with a smaller battery that's a little bit more comfortable, that sounds like a better option than always having just a large battery. I still didn't trust it enough to have just the small batteries, so I did the medium and the large. I still wanted to have the large just in case, like say, power outage and I can't charge my batteries or something, then the large ones might actually last me 2 days. Because I'm hearing that some people are using the medium for 18 hours and then they put it on a charger and it still has like half of its battery life, which is just incredible. I can't even imagine that. I'll also be able to control settings a little bit better in regard to the battery life. On the app, it will tell me exactly how much of the battery I have left, which is awesome. Right now, I have no way of knowing how much of the battery I have left. It will just start to beep in my ear. It starts to run low to give me a warning that I need to change my battery soon. The one on my left side actually has been beeping constantly throughout this video. It's super annoying. And that one actually been lying to me lately. Like, it would start to beep when there's still like 6 hours left. I think it's just because it's old. It's only one in particular battery, but I keep getting it mixed up with my other batteries because they have all the same colors. So it's annoying because I don't ever actually know, like, okay, there's 75% of this battery left, or, oh, there's only 10% of this battery left, I better change it. Whereas with the app for the new Advanced Bionics Marvel Sky, I'll always be able to just pull that up and see exactly how much battery life I have left. And finally, the last feature I'm most excited about, which I kind of already alluded to, is I'll have more control with the Advanced Bionics Marvel Sky than what I currently have with my Naida Q90s. As soon as I get the email that says that my new Advanced Bionics Marvel Skies have shipped, I'll be making an appointment with Jefferson to have everything programmed. I just want to make sure that they set everything up correctly because I don't really know what I'm doing. But once they program that, I believe that I'll have access to all of the settings through the app and I can make tweaks or change things however I want without always needing to make an appointment. That's how I think this is going to work. I might not be completely accurate in that, but I know that I will have more control through the settings and like I can change like the volume. I think I can filter out some things more. I know that there's over 200 programs, so there's so many possibilities and options for how I can control my hearing, and I think that it's just incredible. I also like that it's going to be Bluetooth enabled and completely wireless. So when I go to Jefferson now and I program my cochlear implants, or they do what's called my mapping, which I'm supposed to have about once a year. I didn't go last year because of COVID. Same with my Q90s have been working fine, and I just didn't see the need to make an appointment this year in the midst of the pandemic and put myself at risk going to the hospital when everything was fine. I know that's a little bit of a controversial viewpoint. You probably should have a mapping at least once a year or an appointment just to make sure everything's fine. But I won't judge anybody who doesn't because I know how I feel with the pandemic. Like, I should want to be safe and not put myself at risk if I don't have to. But when I do go to Jefferson and get my mapping, they have me hooked up to so many different wires and devices, and I don't even know what half of that stuff does. It's kind of annoying because, like, I not only have my actual cochlear, but this will be hooked up to at least 1 or 2 wires. And then there's like this box thing that they put on my shirt. It kind of looks like my Aqua case. I think it's a little bit bigger and it says AB for Advanced Bionics on it. and I don't know exactly what that does other than something with the mapping and the programming, but with the new Advanced Bionics Marvel Skies, I won't have any of those wires anymore when I program it. It should be done completely wireless through the Bluetooth technology, and I won't have to take anything off. I think that they'll cut out the volume for a little bit after changing the programs and doing the mapping, which is expected, but I'm just happy to hear that there won't be any of the wires anymore. It will be a much quicker, more seamless process. One question that I do have that I want to find out is if I want them to make a change to my program, can she do that in her office at Jefferson while I'm at my home in South Jersey? Or do I still have to go there? I'm not entirely sure how that works, and I'm not sure if she could just tell me what the program is and I could change that through the app. So I'm still learning exactly how much control I have and what I can do on my own versus what I need my audiologist for. I think that I will consult my audiologist whenever I want to make a major change, just because I don't want to screw anything up. I don't trust myself. I'm not a trained audiologist. I'm a writer. I'm a communicator. That's not my skill level, and these things are really expensive. I don't want to screw it up and break it. So I'm still going to go to my audiologist for major adjustments and things like that. But I do like that feeling of me having more control, even if I don't fully utilize that, if that makes sense. I also like that there's over 200 programs. I'm a little bit nervous. I think that it could be a little overwhelming just to figure out what combination of programs I want. What can I filter through? What do I still want? I think it's going to take some time for me to learn everything and to adjust things based on my needs. But I just love the idea of how custom this can be. It's just amazing to think what this technology can do. When I was on a webinar with Advanced Bionics last week, I forget the woman's name. I want to say it was Christine or Kristen or Krista or something. But there was one woman that worked for Advanced Bionics on this webinar. And she actually has normal hearing. And she said she was actually a little bit jealous of us because when she mows her lawn, she can't filter out that noise. She can wear headphones and listen to music as she mows the lawn, but she oftentimes can't hear the music because the sound of the lawnmower would drown that out. Where with these new Marvel Skies by Advanced Bionics, I'll have the option. I can just pull out the app and I can filter out the background noise. So I could filter out a sound like the lawnmower, and then I could make the sound from the music I'm playing. That can be my main sound that I hear. So I can just tune out the entire world and just focus on my music and have a relaxing time out there. And that's something that hearing people cannot do. So I would never wish deafness on a hearing person or anything like that. But I do think that in a way I'm privileged to have hearing loss, if that makes sense. Because I have all of these amazing features through technology like Advanced Bionics that a hearing person cannot have. I can always take these off and I can tune out the entire world. And now with the new Advanced Bionics Marvel Skies, I'll have even more options for how I want to hear, what I want to hear, what I don't want to hear. And it's just amazing to think that there's this tool that's going to help me to hear better than even hearing people, even though I'm legally deaf. And that there's this tool that gives me so many options and customization for how and what I hear. So those are my top 5 things I'm most looking forward to with the new Advanced Bionics Marvel Skies. If any of you guys have the new Advanced Bionics, either the Marvel Sky or the Marvel Naidas, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think, what your favorite features are. I've been reading everybody's reviews and everybody's comments on them that's gotten them so far, and I'm just super, super excited. If you're in the same boat as me and you're still waiting for them to be shipped, or you're not eligible for an upgrade yet but hope to be in the future, then feel free to leave a comment on the things you're most looking forward to or the things that you're most excited about. If you're a hearing person and just watching this video to learn about the new technology just out of your own interest, then I thank you for watching this. I hope this was informative. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're as excited for me and the people in the deaf and hard of hearing community that benefit from cochlear implants as I am. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you. Bye.